Hey guys, we're back with the May monthly challenge video. This is the fourth video of this series in May. If you've been following my practice sessions, you know that I've been doing drop 2 voicings. This is based on the workshop called Advanced Chords and Voicings over in the Learning site. I'm using the handout, the PDF called Drop 2 Voicings. I'm reading off of that. So what I found over the course of the month is it has been really good info for me. I can practice an exercise and get the exercise under my fingers, especially like those walking up the scale with the chords exercises. Those have all been great. But then I find that I come back to the guitar and I still haven't memorized those positions. Be it that I have only seriously worked on this for a month, or it's that I mean, honestly, that's the case probably, right? But so I've been trying to think, what's a better way to memorize these than what I've been doing? So I've innovated my practice session and I've come up with a new practice technique that is totally working for me. So I'd like to share it with you today and share it with you. This is the next week of my May monthly challenge. I'm going to bleed it into June yet because I don't quite think I'm there where I wanted to be, which was to have memorized all the drop 2 voicings like the back of my hand so I can play them as quickly as I can play like a G or a C chord. But this is a great practice technique that I'm going to show you for any sort of voicing. So it doesn't have to be drop 2 voicings. It could be just a G major triad voicing. If you want to just learn all the voicings of the neck in that way, try this technique. Try to adapt this to any chord that you're trying to get down. So right now I'm working with the C major 7 and 4 drop 2 voicings of the C major 7. If you don't know what those are, if you're new to the Guitar Institute, go watch that workshop, Advanced Chords and Voicings. It explains all of it, or just follow along and adapt it to whatever your practice session might be. So what I'm doing, instead of working up the neck like before, I would be going C major 7 to, and then working up the neck, right? And I don't need to show you the rest. I would work all the way up the neck until I got to the top. Well, that wasn't locking in those positions for me. So now what I'm doing is I'm basing everything off my home base. So I'll go C major 7 and then jump up and play the C major 7 drop 2 voicing here, and then I jump back down, C major 7 low, and then back up top. And what this does is it gets my brain away from thinking up the neck, and it gets my brain more jumping to these positions, which is what I need to be able to do to be really good at these positions. So there, 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 and then there. So I'm jumping back and forth, and that's actually helping me memorize the positions a lot better. So maybe you're not working with drop 2s, maybe you're working like with G major or something. You could adapt this as well. You know, whatever you want, you could jump back and forth, and that gets your brain thinking out of sequence, kind of changes things up and gets me moving along. So what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to jump through all of those chords again. I just showed you C major 7. I'm going to do C major 7 today, which I've already done. Tomorrow I'm going to do C major 7 and D dominant 7. The next day I'm going to do C major 7, D dominant 7, and E minor 7, and that jumping technique, boom, 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 boom. And by the end of this week, so this time next week, Wednesday, I feel like I'm going to be all the way there with having memorized all these drop 2 voicings. I think this is the last piece of the puzzle that I need to do. So if you're working on your chord forms, try this technique of jumping from home base up to a position, back to home base, up to a new position, back to home base, up to a new position. See if it works for you. Let me know in the comments. I think it's going to work for me. Let me know also what you're doing for your last week of the May monthly challenge, and I'll see you here next time at the Guitar Institute.